We are seeing Hurricane Milton strengthening again. It's back up to a Category 5 hurricane as of this afternoon. Winds at 165 miles per hour, so it's boosted itself back up again as it gets closer to Florida. And the impacts here is that if it starts out higher before it starts weakening, it may hold on to more strength as it makes landfall. So we'll have to see now that it's back up to a Category 5 if it's able to drop all that fast before making landfall. Of course, the weaker it is, the lesser the impacts, but not looking good as of this point. You can see on Future Trek here that it's going to stay at a Category 5, possibly well through tomorrow morning. That's when some of the outer bands, the outer reaches of this storm hit the Florida coastline. We get into tomorrow evening. That's when the worst of the hurricane is hitting the Florida coast, with impact stretching south of Fort Myers, well north of Tampa, but we'll keep a close eye on that track. Where does the worst of it end up? It's possible it might be just slightly south of Tampa as of this point. Note here, it's still at a Category 4 into tomorrow evening. It might just get down to a Category 3 once the center of the storm makes landfall, but then it will hold steady at hurricane strength all the way across Florida before exiting into the Atlantic and then staying out there going into the late portions of this week. Note, though, with the storm nearly doubling in size, there's tropical storm warnings north and south of the hurricane warnings, so almost all of Florida seeing some sort of impacts here. And here's just the expected wind field. You can see by tomorrow evening, tropical storm force winds stretching almost from top to bottom across Florida. So even though the hurricane impacts will be right in the center, Jacksonville to Miami may see tropical storm force winds at times out of this monster storm as it works its way into Florida by tomorrow evening. Back closer to home, it's the same old, same old. High pressure locked into play as we go into the rest of this week. That's going to help boost temperatures now that we have some warm airflow behind it. It also keeps the weather quiet. So another day in a row of sunshine. We'll see several more of those throughout the rest of this week. Evening hours, it feels like September. 73 right now. We'll stay in the 60s through this evening with clear and calm conditions. So just like yesterday, but nearly 10 degrees warmer, of course. That does lead to a brisk yet warmer night. We're down into the low 40s under a mainly clear sky. And then temperatures right back into the mid 70s tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Then as we look at Friday, near record temperature values. Could be into the mid 80s for highs. Then we drop 20 degrees as we go into the weekend. So if you're hoping for more of that fall chill like we saw yesterday and last night, it's coming back and then some. Check out the forecast. We won't see any rain. It's all sunshine, clear through this week and into next week. Temperatures rise up to 84 on Friday, then drop on Sunday to a breezy 65, and then look at the 50s for highs by early next week. Could see some frost those nights. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, after a chilly start to next week, we're back up again, but maybe only to the 60s, which is around average for this time of year.